Hello, 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 YouTube. How are you? It's day 9. So I'm going to share with you some of the things we learned today. My name is April Smith. I am a hairstylist here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. I have my own salon suite. I have been on my own for almost 7 years. I've been doing hair for just teasing. Almost, I'd say about 20 years or so. That's crazy, right? For those of you who don't know, I am involved in a 14-day marketing challenge. I have made the decision to create residual income for myself and for my family. Because you know what? Not getting any younger, right? And being behind the chair until I'm 85 is not an option. Like, I really do want to start living my life, the best of my life, and with my family as soon as possible. So Warren Buffett said, if you're not making at least most millionaires have at least 7 streams of income. So I am working on that right now. Okay. So the reason I'm in the marketing challenge is to help me get a grasp on exactly what it is I need to do to better market my social retail business. Okay. And so day 9, he talked about Facebook Lives, going live, and the different things that we can do. He said that yesterday we talked about not thinking as a consumer. We have to figure out why they think the way they think, but we have to get out of the habit of thinking as consumers, because we are no longer consumers, we are producers, okay? And so a lot of consumers buy on emotion. It's an emotional connection they have to something, whether it is the fact they want to lose weight, the fact they want to be toxin free, the fact that, maybe they are eyeing this guy or this girl and they feel like a little bit less self-confident, and they know that if they can get their teeth fixed, they'll feel better about themselves. Like another one is, if we buy this Louis Vuitton pocketbook, I'll feel important, right? Every purchase we make is absolutely tied to some type of emotion, right? So as marketers, our job is to do what? Tap into that emotion, okay? That is what we are supposed to do. He also told us today to be specific with our call to action. Don't just tell people, message me, click the button below, go to my profile page and hit the word message and type me a message. Like he said, just step by step, tell them what it is they need to do. A lot of times people just need to know what to do. Let me see. Also, like when we do giveaways, to try to stay away from, well, if you purchase this, I'll put you in here. And I am guilty of that, right? One huge thing he said today, price versus value, okay? Most people focus on how much something costs. That should not be our main focus, because at the end of the day, if it costs $5,000 to take a class, but the value that you receive from taking that class allows you to earn $50,000, then I'd say your return on investment was pretty huge, right? So we have to get to the point where we start focusing on what value something has as opposed to how much it is. And there was a saying that he said today that resonated with me, because I think I've heard this before, but not quite this way. He said, poor people cannot afford to buy cheap things. You know why? Because cheap things break, which means what? You're going to have to buy it again, and it's going to break again, and you're going to have to buy it again. Whereas if you had just invested the money up front, you would have gotten more value and you wouldn't have to buy them 5 or 6 times. By the time you get done buying it 3 or 4, 5 or 6 times, you will have spent what you could have paid just the one time, right? He also gave us some really cool tips on our Facebook Lives. Clean up your background unless you're trying to look a hot mess, he said. have an information-based giveaway, right? Which I think I'm going to do tonight in my Facebook Live. Always have a call to action, okay? If we're giving tips, do a recap at the end. Don't have too many actions. Don't say like and comment and go like my fan page and drop a review and just, make it simple. People like simple. We need to interact with our audience more, right? So this ring light I have makes it hard sometimes to interact, so I'm going to have to figure something out. Normally I do interact with my audience. And he said to smile. Didn't cost you a darn thing just to show you pearly whites, right? He said, say the main action you want them to take several times. Don't just say, get in my inbox one time. Keep repeating yourself, right? Here and there. Just interject things here and there. State your opinion and be okay if everybody doesn't agree. It's okay because everybody has an opinion. An opinion is not fact. It's just an opinion, right? Stay away from politics and religion. Stay away. Even behind the chair as hairstylists, especially in an environment where there are 10 or 15 chairs around us, stay away from those. We are taught in school to stay away from those topics, and we're taught that for a particular specific reason. Because people get hangry. They get very angry about their politics and religion, so just stay away from it, right? He said to flip your screen if you have writing on your shirt. And we can Google how to do that because I had to Google how to do that because I have no idea how to flip my screen so that you can read the right way and not backwards. No clue. And also use your tripod and have your ring light ready, right? So tripod, which I have here, and have your ring light. So just a couple tips he gave today. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. I will be doing my Facebook Live soon, and I will see you guys with day 10 tomorrow.